Imagine waking up every morning and your first thought isn't about bills or work, but about which of your 50 private jets you want to fly today. This is the reality for Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum, the Crown Prince of Dubai, whose daily pocket money could buy your entire neighborhood. Most people think they know what rich looks like. They see celebrities with million-dollar mansions and think that's the top. That countries borrow from him, his father. Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum is worth over $14 billion, but experts believe the real number is much higher. He owns entire islands, has a car collection worth more than most countries' military budgets. The Guinness Book of Records called it the most expensive wedding ever. But that was just pocket change compared to what this family spends on their daily lives. Remember to subscribe to our channel, because what we're about to reveal will blow your mind. The Crown Prince's lifestyle is so crazy that even other billionaires are jealous. Sheikh Hamdan isn't just rich, he's the most famous prince on social media. With over 14 million followers on Instagram, he's more popular than most Hollywood stars. He would one day rule Dubai. But instead of becoming a boring politician, he became the coolest royal in the world. He speaks perfect English, has a university degree from London, are displayed in galleries around the world. He writes poetry that makes people cry. And he's so good-looking that magazines keep putting him on their most handsome royals. Works. While some princes just party and spend money, Sheikh Hamdan runs businesses. Literally, some of his cars are actually covered in real gold. The crazy part, he's still single, which means millions of women around the world dream about marrying him. It would probably cost more than most countries' entire yearly budgets. Leave a like if you think this is insane, because we're just getting started. Let's talk about Sheikh Hamdan's car collection, which is so valuable that it needs its own security team. We're not talking about a few expensive cars here. We're talking about vehicles that are so rare. Each one costs $2.9 million. But that's not even his most expensive car. He has a Koenigsegg CCXR Trevita that costs $4.8 million. The body is made from diamond weave carbon fiber, which means his car literally sparkles in the sunlight. But wait, it gets crazier. He owns a Rolls-Royce that's completely covered in gold. Not gold paint, real gold. The car weighs twice as much as a normal Rolls-Royce because of all the gold covering it. Nobody knows exactly how much this car costs because it's impossible to calculate the value of that much gold work. His garage in Dubai has space for 7,000 cars. That's not a typo, 7,000 cars. The garage is so big that it has its own ZIP code. Workers drive golf carts just to get from one end to the other. The garage has its own car wash, mechanic shop, and even a small hospital in case anyone gets hurt while working on the cars. He doesn't just collect cars, he collects entire car companies. When he likes a car, he sometimes just buys the whole company that makes it. In 2019, he bought a small Italian car maker just because he wanted them to build him a custom car that nobody else could have. The insurance on his car collection costs $12 million per year. That's more than what most people will earn in their entire lifetime. And he spends it just to protect his cars. Sheikh Hamdan's main home in Dubai is so big that it has its own weather system. To put that in perspective, the White House has 132 rooms, and everyone thinks that's huge. The palace has 12 swimming pools, including one that's bigger than an Olympic-sized pool. There's a private zoo with lions, tigers, and cheetahs. The zoo is so big that visitors need a map to find their way around. The animals live in enclosures that are bigger and more luxurious than most people's homes. The palace has a private hospital, with 20 doctors and nurses on staff 24/7. If anyone in the family gets sick, the medical equipment in this private hospital is more advanced than what you'll find in most public hospitals. There's a private school inside the palace where the prince's children. The school has science labs, art studios, and a library with books in 15 different languages. The children never need to leave the palace to get a world-class education, but the Dubai Palace is just one of his homes. He owns mansions in London, New York, Paris, Tokyo, and 23 other cities around the world. His London mansion costs $240 million and has 45 bedrooms. His New York penthouse covers an entire floor of a skyscraper and has views of Central Park. His vacation home in the Swiss Alps is built into the side of a mountain. It has its own ski slope, so he can ski directly from his bedroom to the bottom of the mountain. The house is heated by geothermal energy, so it stays warm even when it's freezing outside. When Sheikh Hamdan wants to travel, he doesn't book a commercial flight. He has a fleet of 63 private jets, and each one is more luxurious than first class. On the world's best airlines, his favorite jet is a customized. This isn't just a plane, it's a flying palace. The plane has bedrooms, a dining room that seats 20 people, a conference room, a gym, and even a small movie theater. The master bedroom on the plane is bigger than most hotel rooms. It has a king's bed, a marble bathroom with a shower and bathtub, and floor-to-ceiling windows. The world. If the prince wants fresh sushi, they fly fish from Japan. If he wants French cheese, they get it from France. Money is no object when it comes to food. The plane's entertainment system has every movie and TV show ever made, in every language. There are gaming systems, books, and even a small library. The internet connection is faster than what most people have in their homes. But here's the crazy part. He rarely uses the same plane twice in a row, between $50 million and $500 million. So his airplane collection is worth more than $10 billion. The maintenance on these planes costs $200 million per year. He employs over 500 pilots, mechanics, and flight attendants just to keep his planes running. That's more employees than many companies have. Sheikh Hamdan's yacht collection makes other billionaires' boats look like dinghies. His largest yacht, the Dubai Pearl, is 728 feet long and cost $1.5 billion to build. It's so big that it has its own helicopter landing pad, submarine, and smaller boats inside it. The yacht has 50 bedrooms, each with its own bathroom and balcony. The master suite is bigger than most apartments and has a private deck with a hot tub and dining area. The bathroom has a bathtub carved from a single piece of marble that cost $2 million. The yacht has 3 swimming pools, including one with a glass bottom so you can see the ocean while swimming. There's a full-size basketball court, a tennis court, and a golf simulator. The yacht even has its own movie theater with 30 seats. The dining room can seat 100 people and has a kitchen run by 5-star chefs. The yacht carries enough food and water to stay at sea for 6 months without stopping at any port. The wine cellar has bottles worth over $50 million. But the most amazing part is the yacht's submarine. It can dive 500 feet underwater and has windows so passengers can see sea life. The submarine has its own pilot and can stay underwater for 8 hours. It's like having a personal underwater tour guide. The yacht needs a crew of 180 people to operate. The crew includes chefs, cleaners, mechanics, security guards, and even a full-time doctor. The crew quarters are nicer than most hotels, with private rooms and recreational areas. The yacht costs $50 million per year just to maintain and operate. That includes fuel, crew salaries, insurance, and maintenance. The prince spends more on his yacht each year than most cities spend on their entire budgets. People see Sheikh Hamdan's crazy lifestyle and think he just inherited money and spends it. But the truth is, he's one of the smartest businessmen in the world. His investments make more money than most countries' entire economies. He owns shares in over 200 companies around the world. These aren't small investments. He owns major portions of banks, airlines, hotels, and technology companies. His investment in Apple alone is worth over $8 billion. He owns the largest private equity firm in the Middle East, which manages over $500 billion in investments. The firm invests in everything from real estate to technology startups. Last year alone, his investments made profits of $45 billion. Dubai itself is basically his personal business project. The city generates over $100 billion in revenue each year, and a large portion of that money goes to the royal family. The famous Burj Khalifa, Palm Jumeirah, and Dubai Mall are all owned by companies controlled by his family. He's not just investing. In traditional businesses, he's betting big on the future. His companies are developing flying cars, space tourism, and artificial intelligence. He invested $20 billion in a project to build the world's first commercial space hotel. His crypto investments are worth over $30 billion. He was one of the first major investors in Bitcoin when it was worth less than $100. Now that Bitcoin is worth tens of thousands of dollars. His early investment has made him even richer. The crazy part is that all of this business success funds his lifestyle. The planes, cars, yachts, and palaces aren't just expenses, they're business investments that often make money. His yacht charter business rents boats to other billionaires for $2 million per week. Despite his incredible wealth, Sheikh Hamdan is known for his generous heart. He gives away more money each year than most people will ever see in their lifetimes. But he doesn't just write checks, he gets personally involved in helping people. He built and funds 47 schools in poor countries around the world. These aren't basic schools, they have computers, science labs, and libraries. Over 200,000 children get free education because of his donations. The schools also provide free meals and health care for students. When natural disasters happen, Sheikh Hamdan's planes are often the first to arrive with supplies. His disaster relief organization has helped victims of earthquakes, hurricanes, and floods in over 60 countries. He's spent over $5 billion on disaster relief in the past decade. He's personally paid for medical treatment for over 10,000 people who couldn't afford it. When he hears about someone who needs expensive surgery, he often pays for it himself. He's paid for cancer treatments, heart surgeries, and other life-saving procedures. His environmental projects are helping fight climate change. He's invested $25 billion in renewable energy projects around the world. His solar farms in Africa provide electricity to over 5 million people who previously had no power. He's also funding research into diseases that affect poor people. His medical research foundation has donated $8 billion to find cures for malaria, tuberculosis, and other diseases. The foundation has already helped develop 3 new medicines that have saved thousands of lives. But he doesn't just give money, he gives his time. He personally visits the schools, hospitals, and communities he supports. He's been to over 100 countries to see his projects firsthand and meet the people he's helping. Sheikh Hamdan is 41 years old and still single, which makes him the world's most eligible bachelor. Every move he makes is analyzed by people trying to figure out who he might marry. He's been linked romantically to supermodels, actresses, and princesses from other countries. But he's never confirmed any relationships publicly. His social media posts sometimes show him with beautiful women. But he never identifies who they are. The speculation about his love life is so intense that betting companies take odds on who he might marry. Princess Charlotte of Monaco is currently the favorite, followed by several American actresses and British socialites if and when he gets married. The wedding will probably break his father's record for most expensive wedding ever. Wedding planners estimate that a royal Dubai wedding today would cost at least $200 million, making it the most expensive party in human history. The engagement ring alone would probably cost more than most people's houses. Jewelry experts think he would spend at least $50 million on a ring, possibly featuring diamonds that have never been seen by the public. His future wife would become one of the most powerful women in the world. She would have access to unlimited wealth and would help rule a country that's becoming more important every year. The bachelor parties and wedding events would be legendary. With his resources and connections, he could probably get any entertainer in the world to perform. The guest list would include royalty, celebrities, and world leaders. But for now, Sheikh Hamdan seems focused on his business empire and his royal duties. He's said in interviews that he wants to find someone who loves him for who he is, not for his money. Good luck with that when you're worth $18 billion. Sheikh Hamdan isn't just living off his current wealth. He's planning projects that will make him even richer and more powerful. His vision for the future is so ambitious that it makes other billionaires' plans look small. He's building a new city called Dubai Future City that will be completely powered by renewable energy. The city will house 2 million people and will be a testing ground for new technologies like flying cars, robot workers, and artificial intelligence. When finished, it will be the most advanced city in the world. Every building will be smart, every car will be electric, and every system will be connected to artificial intelligence. He's also planning to build the world's first commercial space hotel. The hotel will orbit Earth and will offer tourists the chance to experience zero gravity. The project will cost $50 billion and should be completed by 2035. His space tourism company is already taking reservations. A one-week stay in the space hotel will cost $10 million per person. Even at that price, the hotel is already booked for its first 5 years of operation. On Earth, he's planning to build underwater cities in the Persian Gulf. These cities will be connected to the surface by underwater tunnels and will house people who work in marine research and underwater mining. His artificial intelligence company is developing robots that can do jobs currently done by humans. These robots will work in construction, manufacturing, and even healthcare. The company is worth $100 billion and hasn't even released its first product yet. He's also investing heavily in life extension research. His scientists are working on treatments that could help people live to 150 years old or more. If successful, this research could make him the first trillionaire in human history. So what does a typical day look like for Sheikh Hamdan? His schedule would exhaust most people. His first hour is spent reviewing reports from his businesses around the world. He gets updates on his investments and often includes ingredients flown in from different countries. He might have fruit from Thailand, cheese from France, and coffee from Jamaica, all served in his private dining room. His morning workout is intense. He has personal trainers who are former Olympic athletes. His home gym has equipment that most professional gyms don't have, meetings with government officials, and decisions about new investments. He might approve a $500 million investment before lunch, then review plans for a new skyscraper in the afternoon. He often travels to different countries for business meetings. His planes are always ready to go, so he can decide to fly to London or New York with just a few hours' notice. His travel schedule is so busy that he visits over 50 countries each year. His evenings might include dinner with world leaders, attending cultural events, or enjoying private concerts by famous musicians. He's had dinner with presidents, prime ministers, and business leaders from every continent. Even his relaxation time is extraordinary. Or fly to another country just to try a famous restaurant. His bedtime routine includes reading reports about his humanitarian projects and checking on his charitable organizations. Even with all his wealth, he seems most proud of the good he's doing in the world. Sheikh Hamdan's lifestyle raises important questions about wealth, inequality, and the responsibilities that come with extreme riches. His daily expenses could feed thousands of families. But he also creates jobs and funds projects that benefit millions of people. His businesses employ over 500,000 people around the world. These aren't just basic jobs. Many of his employees are well-paid professionals who work on cutting-edge projects. His companies have created entire industries in Dubai and other countries. His lifestyle also supports luxury industries that employ thousands of people. The yacht builders, private jet manufacturers, and luxury car makers all benefit from his purchases. His spending keeps these industries alive and creates jobs for skilled workers. But critics argue that no one person should have so much wealth while others struggle to afford basic necessities. They point out that his car collection alone could. His philanthropic work suggests that he takes his responsibilities seriously. He's giving away billions of dollars and using his wealth to solve energy and medical research could benefit all of humanity. If his projects succeed, they could help solve climate change and cure diseases that affect millions of people. The debate about extreme wealth will continue. But there's no denying that Sheikh Hamdan is using his money to create things that wouldn't exist without his resources. His space hotel, underwater cities, and future technologies could change how humans live. Sheikh Hamdan bin Mohammed Al Maktoum lives a life that most people can't even imagine. His wealth is so vast that he could spend $1 million every day for the next 50 years and still be one of the richest people in the world. But what makes his story interesting isn't just the money. It's how he's using that money to push the boundaries of what's possible. His projects are so ambitious that they seem like science fiction, but he has the resources to make them reality. His lifestyle shows us what's possible when money is no object. Private jets that are bigger than most homes, yachts that are floating, cities and car collections that are worth more than most countries' military budgets. At the same time, his philanthropic work shows that he understands the responsibility that comes with extreme wealth. He's not just living in luxury, he's using his resources to help solve some of the world's biggest problems. Whether you admire his lifestyle or think it's excessive, there's no denying that Sheikh Hamdan represents something unique in human history. He's not just rich, he's powerful enough to influence the future of humanity itself. His story reminds us that in today's world, individual wealth can rival the power of entire nations. The decisions he makes in his Dubai palace could. Is it inspiring or excessive? Let us know in the comments below. But Sheikh Hamdan takes it to a completely different level. His life is proof that, in the 21st century, individual wealth and power can reach heights that previous generations never imagined possible. Thanks for watching, and remember to hit that notification bell so you never miss our latest videos about the extraordinary lives of the world's most powerful people.